Agut in Erev Shabbos Raboisai. Wow. You're the Vumcha. Was that one of the loudest ones? Close? You know what? We're going to do one better than the flappish one. Here we go. Agut in Erev Shabbos Raboisai. That was actually better. Wow. Wow. Look at the energy. It's unbelievable. Live from Connecticut, John Aleichem Meir. I don't know about you guys, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. Mamish overwhelmed. And I'm very much looking forward to a beautiful, beautiful Shabbos. And I need your help. When we sing Zmiris, it gives such a, like last year, talking about Rabbi Yisrael Goldstein, so he was over a big Isser, but it was good. It was L'tzarech. He cried like a baby on Shabbos during the Zmiris. Remember that? What niggin was it? Ki Lashem. No, tomorrow, we're going to leave it for tomorrow. We'll watch him cry again. Very much looking forward. Yishkoyach. It's just another person, Shalom Aleichem. A lost long friend, somebody I never met. It's unbelievable. We have a big schus. We have with us the Toimchim of the Shir in the room, a bunch of them. I see Meyer Fischl sitting up here in the front. Another Fischl over there. Who else? I saw Yogi Lushinsky. I saw him all the way in the back wall. Is he here? Yeah. David Solomon is here. Oh, David, you made it. And everybody else. There's so many. I don't want to start picking out names. Just these are the top ones from the sponsorships. V'chule. So Yishkoyach, thanks for being here. By the way, my shver is in the house somewhere, and if he comes in, I'm going to have to get him a seat. What? There was a chair there sitting there. There was. I have an extra chair I'm sitting on. I'll give him mine. Okay. So I want to mention that I didn't do the math here. I'll read. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So that's 30 plus wives. There's over 40 people that flew in from Eretz Yisrael, which is unbelievable. All right, so Yishkoyach, and there's people, the famous guy from Gibraltar, I don't even know his name, he flew in with his son. What's his name? Nissim Chassid. We have from South Africa, we have from Australia, where's Dov Harris? Dov Farkas. Where's Dov Farkas? I'm looking at Dov Harris, I'm saying Dov. Is he here yet? Did his flight, okay. We'll hear from him. All right. V'chulei. We got to jump into it. I'm just going to show a video or two for the olam that's not here because, you are the few lucky ones that made it. There's something in that box, I know. And it's going back to Eretz Yisrael. Rabbi say, this is real. I didn't see this yet today. But there's like live sheep, korbanos. And there's live birds for the korbanos. This is the kiyar with a muchni, water flowing out of it, MDY model. Now you're talking, this thing is 6 feet tall. This is massive. It doesn't look so big on the video. Massive. Be'ezer Hashem, we're bringing the Rusvas Mordechai. Lili Nishmas Rusvas Mordechai. Shkoyach. Rabbi said the shul. A lot went into this to make it look nicer. Chandeliers, the whole thing. Sidurim. Crazy. Beautiful. All right. We will be talking about it and giving Akaras Hatoy Bezer Hashem as the Shabbos goes on. What else did I want to mention? I don't remember. Okay. Sponsors. We have to do sponsors, Taco. Rabbi Isai. The Masechta is sponsored by David Solomon. Dedicated in memory of Avi Mori, Reb Shmuel Baruch ben Reb Chaim Tzvi Doiv. I'm going to say this again and again because some stories just never get old for me. He came to give, and he ended up getting. He came to donate to MDY not being part of the Daf, and he says that it changed his life, and he's only doing it for how long? 9 months? Did it change your life? The Masechta is sponsored by Anonymous Lidishmas Doidi Shlomi Yehuda Zechron Levrach Mishmul Chaim Zechron Levrach Sheshaka V'Lam Kodjem Kol Chaim Anonymous Zechron Lidishmas Nachum Tzvi Ben David sponsored by Skyber Capital in honor of our friends Meir Kovacs Taki Shabbos Shlavrak for the devotion Torah study in this year. Joel Gedalius Lidishmas, my father Jack Gedalius. Anonymous Hatzlach Baruchnis Ubigashmias. Multi-sponsors Ari Simon for Shlema Abimari Baruch Ben Miriam. Jamie Azulai, who's also here in the room. For Shlema Esther Bas Lona. Esther Walkenstein, Mazel Tov to my husband, Kalman Netano Walkenstein on his 40th birthday. Anonymous, Brochad Lidai, Baruch Tzvi ben Shoshana Leah, Yehuda ben Yomim ben Chava. Anonymous, Lefur Shleima, Naftali Herz ben Henya Leah, a hidden tzaddik in our generation. MDY Zoom Mishpach in memory of our dear friend, Mr. Henry Rosenblatt, Olav Shalom of Kibbutz Lavi. His friendly and kind-hearted personality brightened our day. He Zichri Baruch. Yitz Moshel, in honor of Yosef Erman, who had 42 joined Chashmonaim Brigade to defend Jewish lives. Innovations LLC, as a Akaras Hatoy the rebellion of the Rebbetzin Stefansky, along with the rest of the past, present, and future MDY staff, for making MDY a reality. He's here in the house. Yishkoyach. Yosef Ephraim Pressman, already 250 blat with Rebelli, second round of Shnai Mikro. Which reminds me, Rabbi Isai. Mazel tov, Mazel tov. I didn't say get over here. Achana, what are you doing to yourself? There's no get over here's on Friday. Get over here. Fine, get over here. Joey James in honor of Jack Grazi and Isaac what does it say over here? Marashli. Shalom Aleichem, what's your name?
Yes, Ephraim.
Is Ephraim Pressman?
Yes.
And you did Shnai Mikra Becher Targum twice?
Almost twice. I'm in the second round.
So you did it 4 times? 2 in each round?
Yeah.
Shnai Mikra. Wow. How old are you?
Well, I'm turning 12 in March.
So you started when you were 10 years old, Shnai Mikra? You know this, there's a lot, look over here, you see? There's a lot of people here that never did Shnai Mikra even once in their whole life. Hatzlacha. You going to finish Shas soon? Hopefully. Givaldik. Mazel Tov. Anonymous, in honor of Ephraim Gewurtzman for making sure I never miss a day. Gedalia Miller, founder of Kesher Nafshi, in honor of the Shabbaton 3. He's here in the house. Rabbi Gedalia Miller, I think, if the Olam wants, he's in the back. If the Olam wants, I think on Sunday, you get together and do a shtickle, if anybody needs. If anybody has kids that are struggling. He's a professional in that area, so it's not on the official. I know they were talking about it. I don't know what happened exactly, but I think it would be a good idea if he sat in a room somewhere and Doilam got to speak to him. I did see David. I'm not going to mention his last name. He's here. He gets a very, very big mazel tov because he made it to global. Rabbi, say mazel tov. It's a lifelong dream for everybody. He didn't make it. I missed. Something like that could get me fired. He remade it. He made it again. The amount of hours that I put in davening and learning for him, you have no idea. Whew, I could finally take him off my Tehillim list. Zenehen of Zenehen. You're right. Peretz Chaim Levin, Lili Nishmas, Tzipoyer Bas Ephraim David Lubit, by her great grandson. I can tell you a Maisa Shaya. No, if you appreciate it, you appreciate it. One thing I gained by him was that when he went onto my app, my United app, he says, you're almost 1K. And I don't care about, miles and all the stuff, status. Never cared about it. He said, all you need to do is buy one ticket this year and you're 1K. Like, what? Really? Without trying. But he got me. So now, because of him, I'm like addicted. I'm like a 1K. And now what? Now you have to fly more so you could keep it up. And then, whatever. He'll explain to me one day what the mile is. But Rabbi Isai, Mazel Tov to Eli Stefansky, 1K. Gewaldig. Dr. Mark Berkson, in honor of my wife, you get 3 suitcases, 70 pounds. Rabbi Isai, I could bring back coffee and Zevachim, vacuum cleaners, bowling balls. Anybody need something in Eretz Yisrael? Ice cream maker. This is not a joke. I bought the Tinko vacuum thing because in America it costs $300 and in Eretz Yisrael it costs $1,300. It sprays hot water. It cleans your floor. It goes automatic. You don't even have to do it. It's unbelievable. Dr. Mark Berkson, but it's too big for my suitcase. In honor of my wife, Varda, on the occasion of her birthday, says Dr. Mark Berkson. Ariel Kogel, in honor of Reb Eli. David Feinberg, in honor of my son's engagement this past Wednesday. B'chazdei Hashem, Mazel Tov. Abe Belsky, Avraham Belsky, Abraham Belsky. Mazel Abraham Belsky. Where is he? That's what you call yourself? What do you call it? It's Abe, no? I came off your credit card. He was focused. He had his credit. In honor of Rebelli and Yossi Klein for the great Chizuk weekend, thank you. So a mensch. Shmak, yishkoyach. In honor of Rebelli and Yossi Klein, thank you. Oh boy, what is this? In honor of our esteemed guest speaker, native Pittsburgher, Phenom, Reb David Dean Goldwasser, co-congregant at Squirrel Hills Poly Tzedek, affectionately known as PZ, established over 140 years ago. From expats, Stanley Shamshi Shver, fireman, Jeffrey Joseph, Tzvi Wilner, Fischel, and so many others. Rabbi Isai, I want to tell you right now, not everybody from this Squirrel Hill is like this. You can take the MD wire out of Squirrel Hill, but you can't take the Squirrel Hill out of MD wire. Absolutely not. I can tell you right now from just reading this. Go Steelers, go. I vote this the weirdest sponsorship we ever had from day one. Yosef ben Chai is sorry for Parnasa Berevach. Refuah Shleim Yonatan Eden ben Besheva Bracha. Refuah Shleim Mordechai ben Esther. The first Hayel Daniel Zev ben Hayel Esther. I know a bunch of people are asking how in the world did they get in so many words into this. I'm assuming they paid 3 times. Maybe there's like six different sponsorships for this one. No? Wow. Go Steelers. Okay. Rabbi, so here we are. It's almost Shabbos. It's almost Toyamel. Does Toyamel start already? 2 hours ago? No. That's where Shalom Rand is. Okay, fine. Shalom Rand, is he here? Where's Shalom Rand? Rabbi said, where is he? I told you. Go look right over there. He's taking videos of the Toyamel right now. Amamar. So here's a question that if you were in the other shir, you're not allowed to answer. And that goes for all the questions. Think about it. It's a trick question. Carbon Pesach. Is it a carbon yachid because each person has to bring a carbon Pesach or be part of it? So is it considered as if an individual brings a carbon? Or it's a carbon tzibur? Tzibur has to bring a carbon Pesach. Nu, what do you say? You're allowed to scream out? Tzibur. Yachid. Shalaichem. Hybrid. Machlokes. Not machlokes, hybrid. Hybrid. It's the fourth. The answer could be Yachid, Tzibur, hybrid, or machlokes. Those are the 4 options here. Huh? Teiku. Rabbi saying you're not going to. Oh! Rav Dov Farkas is here. Psh. Shalom Aleichem. I'm paying attention. I see what's going on. Are there people sitting on those seats in the overflow? So you're blocking them by standing by the door. They want to see the live. All right. Omar. So we learned that everything that Klal Yisrael brought in the Midbar, they could be makriv in Gilgal as soon as they came to Eretz Yisrael. What's the reasoning behind the Rabbanan that say that an individual cannot bring any carbon that's a chayva? Like if you have to bring a chatas, you can't bring it. Even on a bama gedoyla. Omakra ish hayosher be'enov yasa. It's not exactly clear where this pasuk, but something along these lines, that it has to be a ish. A man brings something that's yashar. What does yashar mean? Ish yishara to the likruv, chayvus likruv. He brings something that's yashar, comes out of his heart, and not something that's a chayv. So nedava, yes, chayv not. The tzibur, afilu chayvus likruv. And when it comes to the community, then even the chayv they're allowed to bring. Rabbi Yehuda Amar Lach, Daf Kuf Yuches Amud Aleph. Kiksiv hayashar abe'enov. It's talking about, they stick in an extra aleph here, abe'enov. Be'enov means something that he feels like with his eyes, wherever his eyes go to. In other words, he makes his own bama ktana. Hu dichsiv al bama g'dayla, afilu chayva isnami likrov. When it comes to the larger one, then you could even bring one that's obligatory. Eloksiv ish. What do we do with the ish? Lavin lameri the ish yishar the likrov hachayvas loy likrov. So Rashi explains over here. Vilav lemute af mibama g'dayla asa lama lelichsev ish. Why in the world does the Torah stick in the word ish? Why? Without the word ish, it would be understood. Nichtav kol hayosher be'enov. Why does it have to say ish kol hayosher? Kol hayosher be'enov. V'kina be'enov hainu ktana pshita the ish with the mimet dot tzibah lo mikarveba. So anyway, Rashi says that the word ish is extra. Lav l'mermen dish yishar is lo likrav v'chayvis lo likrav. Doesn't it come to say that an individual could only bring? We have a problem with Rabbi Yehuda. It comes out like the Tanakama, that an individual should bring only nedavas and not a chayv. Says Gemara, no. Kiksiv is, you're right. The word ish is extra, but I learned something else from it. Lahachshir hazar. That's a chiddush that we took for granted, that a Yisrael could perform the avodah on a bama. Why? Why is he any different than a regular mizbeach in the Beis Hamikdash? Regular mizbeach in the Beis Hamikdash, you need a kohen. So too, in your backyard, make a taste so that Yisrael could do it. So for that, I have the word ish. Says the Gemara, a zar, that Yisrael could do that. It's mafurish in the pasuk that a kohen, he performs the avodah on the mizbeach Hashem. Mizbeach Hashem means Hashem's mizbeach, the main mizbeach in the Beis Hamikdash, but not a small miniature one that we saw yesterday. Oh, that was a gewaldige video. No. Who didn't see the video last night of the bama on the rooftop? Don't be embarrassed. Raise your hand, because if it's a lot of people, I'll show it again. That's it? Only 10 people? I don't believe it. You're all telling me that you watched last night's shir. I mean, if you're that type of guy that spends all this money to come to Shabbaton, you must someone watch the shir. I hear? By the way, I see Zeitlin boys. I see them all the way in the back. Shalom Aleichem Zeitlin. Wow. Okay, now if you want to know what the Zeitlin boys look like, they have long hair, longer than yours. You see a kid walking around, that's the Zeitlin boy. Sean, Spencer, what's the other name? Oh, here they are. You don't have to turn around, you'll see them. Now, after I found out that they're hockey players, then it all made sense. That's the hockey look, right? All three of you play hockey? You had any teeth knocked out? Any concussions? 0 concussions? You guys are wimps. You never played hockey then. You didn't play real hockey. What is this? Baby hockey with rubbers? Hockey is hockey. What? Oh, Shalom Round's in the house. Rabbi Isai, Shalom Round. How's the Toya Mel? Shvachem Isis. Aser, Mamish Aser. Shalom, it's Mamish Aser. Zog the Gemara. I would think that you would, yes, Yisrael could do it. But what kind of Yisrael? A Bechar, like it used to be. Only Becharis used to do it. And I brought the other day, who was it that says? that it's going to be the Archaim. The Archaim says that later on, by the time of Mashiach, Bechors are going to continue doing the avodah. I call upon him. I think it's a Bechor, not just the Yisrael. So for that, I need the pasuk ish. Come on, Shmalom. As the Gemara Chacham and Tanakama, as we saw yesterday, we had two shitas that say literally word for word that an individual brings just an oila and a shlamim, something in the dava oil and shlamim, and a tzibur could also bring the chayva. Chacham and Tanakama, Amar Papa Karvin Nesachim Bamidbar Ikebenayu. The machlokes is whether or not Klal Yisrael brought Nesachim, the wine in the midbar, and according to the first man, the Omar, they did not bring. Very good. First man, the Omar, they didn't. The second one did. Okay. Omar Mar. Rabbi Shimon Oimer. Rabbi Shimon says, if you look at, you could see Rabbi Shimon. He's the first words on Kufi Zayin Amud Aleph on top of. Oh, yeah, I think you should have it in your thing. Basically, something that's a chayv. It's a obligatory carbon that has kavua zman, that has a specific time, and one of the mashal of the Gemara is Pesach. Comes one time a year, every year the same day, but it's a chayv. My time of the Reb Shimon, where did he get his reasoning? Why dafka a carbon that is brought on a specific time? The Chsiv Yaz Bnei Yisrael said Pesach by Gilgal. Pshita. Of course, when Klal Yisrael came into Yisrael, why would they stop bringing Korban Pesach? They brought it from Yitzis Mitzrayim or through the Midbar. Also, in the commentary to Yisrael, you're going to think that they have to stop. The Torah is telling us that the example is a Korban Pesach. Just like Korban Pesach comes at a specific time every year, Halav came Pesach like Karev. If you have a chayva that's not on a specific time, like Par Helam Dover, if Klal Yisrael does an Aveira, they have to bring, the Bezdin tells them, the Sanhedrin tells them to do an Aveira, that they could eat a certain type of fat, chaylev. That carbon, they do not bring, because it doesn't come on a specific day. Omar Ma, Reb Shimon Oimer, my time of the Reb Shimon. Yeah, in case I forget, Rabbi Isai, just tonight, I'll get up, or somebody, maybe the Mizamrim guys, but when we sing, stop talking, even if you don't know how to sing. Stop schmoozing. Join us. It's going to be incredible. Imagine 700-800 people singing Shabbos Mirs together. It's going to be so uplifting. It's going to be amazing. Whoever it's probably, I will try to start it. I'm not going to be able to scream. It's like the room is too large. But wherever you are, grab the Zmirs and let's go. It's going to be unbelievable. Seder? Thank you. The Omar, oh no, skipped. I was hoping that I could pull a fast one on you, but that's not a good idea. My Reb Shimon, the Chsiv Yasu Bnei Yisrael sa Pesach ba Gilgal. Pshita Gamash from the Chavis came Pesach with the Kar Lekar. V'Yidach. Mi Bar Leik Rabbi Yochanan. No, we need it for a different halacha. The Amar Rabbi Yochanan Mishum Rabbi V'Na Ariel Mekabel Hazah. A person who doesn't have a bris milah, you could sprinkle him with the special paraduma waters to make him tar. How do we know? So Rashi says an incredible thing. And it's great to know this. Like, if this is the only thing that we learned today, just to do chazara. How many people got a bris milah in the midbar, when they're crossing the midbar? How many people? Rabbi say? Zero. Good. When Klal Yisrael comes into Eretz Yisrael, they start doing a bris milah. That's the 11th of Nisan. A few days later is Pesach. Now, most of Klal Yisrael was Tamei Meis, the highest madrig of Tumah. Why? Because most of Klal Yisrael died in the Midbar. That whole generation died in the Midbar. So every kid had to bury his father. So they're all Tamei Meis. In order to bring a Korban Pesach, they have to become tar through the paraduma. But there was only 3 or 4 days to do that. From the 11th, when they get their bris milah, till Pesach, it's not enough time to have the sprinkle on the 3rd day and the sprinkle on the 7th day. There's only 4 days. It must be that they got sprinkled in the midbar, when they were Ariel, when they didn't have a bris milah. You're the cheshbon. Okay. Tuma. We're talking about being, so that then they wouldn't sprinkle at all. You're saying that the only way they could do to bring the carbon pesach was bituma? I hear what you're saying. He's asking a good kasha. Tzibor, and also Tuma Hutri but Tzibor said, Benegat carbon pesach. Okay, I hear it. We have to think about it. Says the Gemara, Tana Kamei, the Rav Adar Barahava. Tana said in front of Rav Adar Barahava, the only difference between a private bama and Dave, if you have that video, show. Why not? One more time. You have David? You can't do it? Mark could do it? The Skyrise one. Huh? Dubai. The only difference between the private bama and the larger bama is the carbon pesach and the chayvais hakavulim zman, which you don't do on a bama ketana. I'm just going to read it because they take it out. Omer lei yochad chayvais hakavulim zman menolei. Omer lei asmiyo, you forgot it. Omer lei tetaga masnisach. The difference between a bama gdoila and a bama ketana is only in one area. What? You just woke up now? Okay. Go. Tell him. Yeah. No. Yeah, but what does that have to do with Bismillah? It's for only 4 days. Okay, weiter. You're confusing the oilam. I want to show you an afkemina between the Bama Gdoila and Bama Ktana, and the only way I could do that, the only carbon I could think of, is an oila. There's 2 types of oilas. There's an oila that you bring voluntarily, and there's an oila that you're chayiv to bring. There's no other carbon like that, says the Gemara. Dika oilas and dava. There's an oila that you bring every single day. What's the oila you bring every single day in the Beis HaMikdash? It's called a carbon tamid. And then you have the oila that you bring voluntarily. So that would be an afkemina between the Bam Gdoil and Bam Ktana. But the chatos yachidu choiva is the kvila is mamiika. There's no carbon chatos that has a specific type. The Lokma says Gemara b'minchas choiva, but there is a minchas choiva, and there's a mincha that you bring voluntarily, and there's a mincha that the kohen has to bring every single day. The kohen gadol brings every day. Oh, what? What kind of shlamim? How do you know? First of all, wie weißt du das? Hast du gehört der andere Schir? Nee, such der MS. Ich sehe etwas, geht durch den Phone. No, so what's the answer? In Chicago, when they used to ask me a good kasha like that, so I would say, you got your kasha from the art scroll? Get the answer from the art scroll. Huh? It's in. All right. So what's your name again? Remind me your name. Strolly. Strolly. Your mother is the wig lady? No. Remind me. Where are you from? But you go to the. What do you learn in that wig place? No. I'm confusing with somebody else. How do I know you so well? Lakewood. Huh? I'm supposed to remember that? The live shir in Lakewood. You can't. How do you know? You're with him? You remember him? You remember. That was the live shir in Lakewood. Zevachim daf nun. And what happened? You got on the stage? No. You attacked me afterwards? You were one of those guys that wanted to... Okay, so he's asking that there is a carbon shlamim. Shlamim usually is what? a karban nedava. But there's one time a year on Shavuos that you bring it as a chayva when it comes together with the Shtei Alechem, the Shalmei Tzibur. So the answer is, you should know the answer also. The answer is that that's already a different category of kachi kachim. That's a shlamim, but it's kachi kachim, says Rashi. Interesting. Givaldik. Says the Gemara. I can't say this idea of mincha, that one is a chayv, one is a nedava, because there's no such thing as a mincha and a bama according to this man Damar. Great. We're going into Agata now. Bo l'shiloi. There, when we went to Shiloi, I'll show the video, why not? Where was it? Top. Oh, no, I still don't see it. No. Zaynish. No, that's something else. 24 is Nachlei by me. Okay, I don't have it yet. Maybe it's taking time to upload. 3. Oh, no, not 3. So what do we learn? Rabbi Isai, we learned that in Shiloi, when Klal Yisrael came to Shiloi, where's Chesel? How many years were?
396.
I was wrong.
369.
Yeah.
I was right.
You were right. I was wrong. Get over here. I'm dyslexic. He's so excited. Wow. Get over here. You're embarrassed. What about me? I'm the Magachir. Yeah. You want to get over here? Because you said dyslexic, and he said on the video that he has it, and he's.
I apologize.
Yeah. What is this?
A candy.
Oh, that's how it goes today. Instead of an apple, you give a candy. Yeah. Get over here. Come. Rabbi Isai, if you ever need a tour in the Everglades, Michael Chesel, Rabbi Isai. 369. You're right.
All right.
369. It's so easy to remember.
When was the last time you were in Shiloh?
I don't think I ever was.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to go.
Yeah?
Yeah. Good wine, too.
Sorry, I apologize.
I'll take you on a tour.
I apologize. You'll take me over there. Shalom Aleichem. Next guy. Rabbi said this tzaddik inspired hundreds of people. He said that he has a hard time reading, but Lamaisa, the daf, gets him through. He's here with his father. I knew his grandfather, Heshi Bash, right? He used to come to my shir in Chicago 20-something years ago. Unbelievable. He said, look at this guy. I knew you have something to say to the Olam once you're up here.
It's not about the Daf, it's about the Yomi.
Wow. Not prepared. Love it. Anything else? Something. See, it's your opportunity. Later on, you're going to kick yourself for not saying it. Think. What could have you said? You're speaking on Shabbos? I had no idea. That would have been a nice surprise for me. When is he speaking? Shal Shodis. You're being interviewed by Ari Chaimowitz? How did Daf change your life? It's awesome. This guy is awesome. Okay, I'm looking forward, Tzaddik. Wow. I'm telling you, that's why it's like I'm so overwhelmed with emotions like crazy. This story, that story, I don't know where, like, a brain can only contain a certain amount of emotion. Says the Gemara, Bo l'shiloi, Minani mili. How do we know that when it came to Shiloh, there was no roof, there was no wood, it was fabric? Base Hashem, base, remember, it was a house. The house of Hashem, Shiloh. Because of Echadoimer, one pasuk says, Vayitash is Mishkan Shiloh, Oyel, it was a tent. Shekem ba'adam. Uchsi vayimas ba'oyel Yosef, it was a tent. So what do we do? Is it a house or a tent? There was no roof. The walls were made out of stone. So I said, this really reminds me of our trip. The boys took me on my 50th birthday or something? And they took us to a place, the other side of the Serengeti. It's called, what's it called? Masimara. Where's Gershom Ben Moshe? He's supposed to be here for Shabbos. He's here. Anyways, 5 guys. We went on this thing. And this is very common in Africa, where everything is like a house. The floor is wood. You see this? It's mamish wood. The toilets, the shower, everything normal. But the roof is fabric. And the walls also. And then, of course, we have the Maisa where Noam fix. It's a nice place. It's not cheap. It's just because of the tent. Don't fool yourselves. So he gets into bed, and it was kind of chilly. So he gets into bed, and lo and behold, there's an animal, like a furry, warm animal in his covers. He comes flying out, screaming. Turns out that everybody had that furry animal in their bed. It was basically a hot water bottle that they put in to warm up your bed, and there was fur on the outside. He thought it's an animal. But that was only after, this is my sister, he had a guy come. Let's just call him Eli Mishaluni. He was a local, okay? He's a local African individual. Showing him around in the room, and I hear this guy talking to Noam, explaining him stuff. So I sneak up, and it's a tent, right? So it's like, and I go like something like this. This guy, he almost had a heart attack. Ask Noam. The guy, he was so scared. I was like, what are you scared? Like you deal with lions, leopards. He's scared of a little dog. He says, I didn't know I never heard it. He's.
The local turned white.
Yeah. I didn't just go right into the bark. I did a little bit of the growling, like for, yeah. And you could hear them quiet, and like Sanochamal. That was great. Anyway, in the morning, this is not a guzma. In the morning, when Noam was blowing his nose, sneezing, whatever he's doing, it's literally like he's in your, because it was a thin wall. It's a thin wall. Zog the Gemara. I was learning. I wasn't blowing my nose. You heard me learning. Shtusim. I'm not makabel anything you're saying now. Yeah, so we said this. Great. That in Shiloh, it was a very interesting thing. That not until the Beis HaMikdash was nechrav, you're allowed to eat kachik kalim, like shlamim, toida, all these things in Yerushalayim, but only in Yerushalayim, behind this wall. It's beautiful. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, but in Shiloh was different. As long as you could see Shiloh, you could be in Tel Aviv. If you're in Tel Aviv on a skyscraper and you see Shiloh, you could eat kachim kalim. It's a big chiddush. How do we know this? No, I said this. It's about seeing. You cannot bring it up as a carbon. You could eat every place that you could see. It says Gemara, if you're already talking about being mala, bring the carbon on. Maybe the pshat is, okay, so you can't bring it on a mizbeach where you could see. But you could shecht, so maybe I could shecht in Tel Aviv. I see Shiloh, I'll shecht the animal. Shecht a shlamim on my rooftop in Tel Aviv because I could see Shiloh. Or maybe I'm a crow. Shom talev, shom tasa. No, bringing on a mizbeach and shechting go together, that if you cannot bring it on the mizbeach, you cannot shecht. Rav Avdimi Bar Chasa Omar Kro. Mark, they got you. Reb Nachman, you see the excitement? All right, go. Read. Who wants to read? Go. No? Go.
Andar Global, special experts in international payments, Encore Healthcare. This goes for Shlema, Mayela Michal, Ben Shalamis. This goes at Slapa, Klali.
Unbelievable. Veloy, huh? That's okay. We're past that. Next. Veloy Tana Shiloi. Mokum Shikola Roya Oise Misaneach. Tanas is a lotion of to sigh, to feel bad. To say, oh, can't believe it. We used to be able to eat kachim kalim from Tel Aviv And now we can't do it anymore. Now we have to be in Yerushalayim. Ben Peiros Yosef, Ben Peiros Aliyah. And the famous pasuk about Yosef HaTzadik, we had it the other week. Ayin Shalei Rasa Lozon V'Lehenos Medavar Sheina Shalai. And we're now in Shovavim. It's all about Shmir Sinayim. So the Gemara says that Yosef HaTzadik, who didn't want to benefit from something that wasn't his, from Eshes B'Tifar, Tiska V'Toichal Kimeloi Yinel. He will be zoicha that from his place, from Shiloi, anybody that sees Shiloi with their eyes, it's Mida Keneged Mida, which, by the way, I forgot. Rabbi Pessin gave me Mida Keneged Mida volume 5. It's this, I don't know how he does it. He just keeps on coming up with more Mida Keneged, not coming up. He finds more and more and more. So 2 things I want to say over here. 2 things, I think 2 important things. Had Yosef HaTzadik known when he was Mizgaber on his taiva that, and this is a question, think about it, don't scream out Gershi Rose and anybody heard, but it was fascinating to me. How many Jews lived from the time of Yosef HaTzadik till today? Berach, throw out a number. How many Jews lived? 100 million. His brother is saying you're crazy. So according to ChatGPT, it's 500-600 million. 500 million. It's not that many. I don't know why he's calling me. Okay, let's see what he wants. He's here in the Luzzy. I'm in the middle of shir. Is it very important?
You're in shir? Okay, enjoy.
Thank you. Where do you think I was? Hey, my father's probably swimming now. Maybe he's in Tayamel. Like, what are these guys? They live in a different world. Anyway, fine. So, poor Luzzy, the whole Shabbos. Don't bother him about it. He's a great guy. He just came from Bulgaria. Actually, he flew maybe one of the furthest. Somebody came over to me and said he flew from, where's Mechi? Mechi. Flew from Mechi. Where did you fly from? Cape Town, London, America. So my son flew Bulgaria, Israel, New York. Did he win? Or maybe Australia wins. Maybe Dove. Huh? Yeah. We'll see. Anyway. So listen to this. I thought it was an interesting hara. If a person would know that 600 million people will be discussing his taiva and how he controlled it or didn't control it, how would he act? Wouldn't he act differently? No? That throughout the generations, everybody's going to be in the Torah and everybody's going to say, look at Yosef, he's such a tzaddik, he didn't do this, he could have, and if chas v'shalom, he wouldn't have been Mizgaber, everybody would have said that. And the truth is, each and every one of us has the same kind of, because when you come to Olam HaEmes, everybody knows what you did. So they're all like, wow, you're Mizgaber yourself, kol kavod. You walk down the aisle and they're all like, wow, this guy, he's Mizgaber. Or, lehefech chas v'shalom, Nechemia Seltzer, Shalom Aleichem. Welcome, another guy from Eretz Yisrael. And another very, very important nekuda. Nechemia, pull out your phone now. This is a short. I'm going to wait. I'm waiting. This is very, very important to remember. Be'emes. When a person struggles with any taiva they have, they should remember one thing. There is no taiva in the world that's for free. Every taiva that you have, every hana you have in this world is given to you. So you could decide to take it beheter, and you could decide to take it be'isr. You're only going to get X amount of taiva, X amount of enjoyment. It's 1,000 enjoyment, 1,000. You could decide to take it beheter, or you could decide to chap it be'isr. But if you chap it be'isr, it's going to come off right over here from another place. You hear that? Remember that. It's very powerful. If you think about it, it's powerful. If you're going to eat the pizza now, you're not going to get the kiddush tomorrow. That's how it goes. That's just how it goes. Now, you might not see it today, you might see it tomorrow, but that's how it is. Zog the Gemara. Rabbi Yossi Rabbi Chanina Omar, Uretzoin Shorchni Sneh. That eye that didn't want to benefit from something that wasn't his. He, Yosef, is going to be in Shiloh between the haters. Who are the haters? The brothers that hated him. And everybody that sees his place, Shiloh, will get to eat the korbanos. Sneh. Oh? Very nice. This week's parasha. Tana, you guys all heard me slurp that water in? That's terrible. Tana, Raya Shamru. When it says that you see Shiloi, Raya Kuloi, V'leya Mafsik Bein Levenoi. It means you have to see it. You can't just say, oh, if the wall wasn't here, I would be able to see it. No, you got to see it. I'll explain it to you. There was a shul in Ma'ayin, and over there they were able to they had a perfect view all the way to Shiloh, even though it was distant. As long as you see part of it, you don't have to see the entire Shiloh. He asks a question: is he standing and seeing? But when he sits down, he doesn't see. If he stood up, he could see it. But if he sat down, he can't see it. Could he still eat kachim kalam? By Rabbi Yirmiyah, what if he stands on the edge of the river and he sees it? If he goes swimming inside, so we actually have a beautiful video because just in case you didn't understand what was on top of the nachal and below the nachal, we could describe it in this. Those who grew up in the 70s and the 80s could appreciate this station wagon. Hold on. It doesn't want me to show it. Let me go here. Oh. Meyer reminds me of you a little bit. The Gelächter. Yuval Melamed.
Could I please try some of that kachim kalim?
One sec. Can you see the Mishkan Shiloh from your vantage point?
Honestly, I'm not really see much now. Can't seem to locate my glasses.
But anyways, he's in the Nahar. He's in the Nachal, and therefore the shaila is, could he eat kachim kalim? Rebbe. 3 places the Shekhinah rested on Klal Yisrael. B'Shiloi, v'Noi v'Givoin, u'Beis Elamim. In Shiloh, Noi v'Givoin in 2 different places, but they're considered one. U'Beis Elamim is in the Beis HaMikdash. U'Bekula le'Sharsa ela b'Chelik B'Yamin. It was only in the portion of Binyamin that the Shekhinah rested. Shenemar, Choyfeif alav kol hayoim, u've'en kiseifav. Who was that? Yankee, what does it mean? Where's Bank Seif of Shachim? Where? Oh, but what's the real pshat? Oh, so we're going to see. Who said? Oh, Moida, we're Michael. Those who are Moida, we're Michael. Yeah, that's why, by the way, the Hebrew shir Motzei Shabbos is going to be 3 a.m. Something like that. After, because I don't want those cheaters from the English shir before coming to the shir after and like throwing out. So we're making a nice hefsek in between. The famous Abaya, who was the big Talmud of Rav Yosef. Later on, Rav Yosef, when he got sick, and he lost his mind, so to speak, his memory. So Abaya used to remind him. So over here, you see Rav Yosef is sharp. Omar chad bra havale lechaylil. I don't remember such a stark lashon ever. but then again, it doesn't mean anything if I don't remember. But here, Rav Yosef is upset at Abai. He says, one son Chayalil had. Your late father, because Abai was a Yosem, Asher B'cha Yerucham Yosem. He was a Yosem. But this Chayalil only had one son, V'lo Mitaken. He's a no goodnik. How can you say such stuff, Abaya? V'ksiv hayitish mishkan Shiloi, v'ksiv hayimas ba'oil Yosef. Hashem was disgusted with the oil of Yosef. U'b'shevet Ephraim lo bachar. He didn't want to choose from Ephraim. In other words, Shiloi was in Ephraim. How could you tell me that Shiloi was in Binyamin? It was in Ephraim. It was in Yosef, not Binyamin. What's the big deal? Perhaps it was both. The Shechina, the actual Beis Hamikdash, was in Binyamin, but the Sanhedrin was in Yosef. We all remember, we just had it recently, I don't know when, but within the last few months or years, we saw that in the Beis Hamikdash, the Shechina was in the Chelik. Where's Yoshi? Is Yoshi here? Where was it? Where do we have this sugya? Where? Of this Masechta? Does it say on the side? Got it. So I don't know. Do we have that chart in Nun Gimel? I'll remind. Here's the chart. I couldn't find it. I don't know why. Maybe it's Nun Gimel. Yeah, it makes sense. That Chelik Binyamin was where the whole Mizbeach. Yeah, it makes sense because the bottom of the Mizbeach. Remember the it says Nun Dalet on top. Beautiful. So it came from Nun Dalet. And what does it say over there in the article notes? Nun Gimel. Yes, it's the same. Okay. So the Yisoid. No, seriously. It's one half a daf later. The Yisoid goes in. That's why there's no Yisoid around all four corners. Only two. Givaldik. Okay. Did I tell you guys? I forgot to tell you guys. I said it in the Hebrew shir. Rabbi Weisberger. That's his name? Struli Weisberger? He's probably not here. He's probably taking a nap. Weisberg, where is he? He's here? Wow. So I got to tell you something. So all this incredible art stuff that he did, he put together a Mizbeach. And you think about how many hours and hours and hours it takes to make one little... I made one Mizbeach Tyrus out of styrofoam. It took me hours and I had to spray painted. Back in the day when we were learning Yuma, this is on a whole different level made out of wood. And everything, the kiyar and then this and the that and the goat and the sheep and the walkway that he did. And for the shoe, Shalom Alechem Al Reglecha. Anyway, so last night he told us he didn't sleep. He went through the night without sleeping, him and his son, the whole thing, and many, many nights of very, very late hours. But the crazy thing is, last night he decided that this shtender right over here is not complete because it doesn't have this thing over here. So he ran home, 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning he made this. This is crazy. Meshuggah. It's Bemis. It's people like him that make MDY what MDY is. It's not one person. It's not 10 people. It's a lot of people that put in whatever koyches they know how to put in, and they do. Yishkoyach Gadol Ma'id. So I think we have to finish up here. So let's. How long are we doing? How much time do we have? We're 1. 3 minutes to go. Okay, so let's go. I have to be there? There's a presentation in the main lobby. Thank you, because I was planning on preparing a speech then. We got it. Omer Rabbi Michael Kashile, Dilma Shechina B'chelik B'Yom, and Gdol B'chelik Yosef, with Mitzino Beis Elam, the Shechina B'chelik B'Yom, and B'chelik Yehuda. We said. Omer Le Yochi Ashta. Hasam in the Beis Hamikdash, Mikarver Nachlis Gabei Adadi. In the Beis Hamikdash, you had Binyamin and Yehuda together, like in this picture. Show the picture a second. Hacha, but in Shiloh, Mikarven, were they close to each other, Yosef and Binyamin? Says Gemara, yes, Sachanam Mikarven, Yosef and Binyamin together. Omer Rav Chama Bar Chanina, Ritzu Ha'isi Yosef B'chelik Yehuda, V'nechaz L'chelik Binyamin. Just like we had one piece connecting the Mizbech, like we just discussed, by Binyamin wished he could have the entire Mizbech in his property. So there was a piece that went out from the chelik of Yosef into the chelik of Binyamin. Tanas Shiloi. Rabbi Sai. Have a wonderful day.
Merit the schus of spreading Torah throughout the world. Sponsor a shir today MDYsponsor.com or sponsor at MDYDAF.com.